To have a great offense in college football 26, you need to have a play or two that your opponent has to worry about on every single snap. And that's why today I'm showing you the top 12 most unstoppable money plays in the game. And during this video, I'm going to show you exactly where to find these plays and how to set them up to make them completely unstoppable. So if you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for when we drop new videos. With that, let's get to the first play. This is a play you need to know about because it's the easiest cover 3 bomb in college football 26. The play is scissors from the formation bunch wide, and I'm going to show you a setup from our brand new Nittany offensive game plan live right now on wincollegefootball.com. Now, when your opponent's in a cover 3 defense and one easy tell can be seeing a single high deep safety, we're going to bomb them for a one-play score. Now, to set this play up, you simply need to make sure your bunch is to the wide side of the field, and then you're going to streak your middle bunch receiver. And when you snap the football, you're going to see that our deep post route is going to get left wide open for a big play or a one-play touchdown. And to make this play even better, I highly recommend custom stemming the deep post route down one click. And you can do this by selecting that receiver, holding the left bumper on Xbox, L1 on PlayStation, and down one click on the D-pad. This is going to make your receiver get open even faster for a potential one-play touchdown. And finally, if your opponent's user does chase that deep post route, you're always going to have this spot route by your inside bunch receiver for an easy check down. This is a play you should be running because it requires no adjustments and beats almost every single defense in college football 26. The play is dig Z-spot from the formation tight open. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Lone Star offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. And again, the best part about this play is it doesn't require any adjustments at all. Against any type of zone defense, your first read should be to look underneath to this quick hitting zig route or to the really annoying spot route by your outside slot receiver. And if your opponent tries to shade down to take those away, then you're going to have this really annoying deep dig route over the middle of the field. Against match defense, your zig route should again win to the sideline, or you can hit your spot route underneath. And against any type of man defense, your zig route should win again to the outside, or you can look to the deep dig route as he should destroy his man coverage for a big gain. I'm about to show you the most ridiculously annoying play in college football 26. The play is RPO read Y flat from the formation Y off trips. This can be found in the Penn State offensive playbook, and I'm going to show you how we use it in our Nittany offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, the first thing you're going to do when you break the huddle with this play is show your play art by hitting the right trigger. This is going to reveal the read keys, and you're going to identify the player with the P over his head. Now, what makes this play so broken is if you see that P icon over a middle linebacker or a safety, you can throw this to the tight end on the read flat every single time, and he's going to get great blocking, and this can turn into big plays or one-play scores. In fact, it's so effective, your opponent's going to have to worry about this play every single time you come out in this formation, which is going to open up the rest of your offense. And what makes this play even more broken is that if your opponent starts to bring down their user to defend against the flat, you can actually put the tight end on any hot route you want, making this play almost impossible to stop. This is one of the most unstoppable universal coverage beaters in college football 26. The play is mesh post from the formation cluster, and it can only be found in the Notre Dame offensive playbook. And I'm going to show you a setup from our Shamrock offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, to properly run this play, you're going to make sure your cluster is to the wide side of the field. Then to set it up, you're simply going to streak your solo side receiver and put a zig route on your tight end. Now, you need to know that what makes this play special is this sharp cutting post route by your outside cluster receiver. Against any type of zone defense, you can look to quick throw your running back on the flat route or hit your underneath zig route to your tight end. And if your opponent starts to shade down to take those away, you can hit this glitchy post route over the middle of the field or hang onto the ball a little longer to hit him on the sideline for a huge play. And against man defense is where this play truly becomes special, is you're going to have your tight end zig route or the sharp cutting post route over the middle of the field for a big play. This is a play you need to know about because it is the easiest cover 4 match in cover 2 zone one-play touchdown in college football 26. The play is fake toss Lions wheel from the formation Y off trips. It can only be found in the Penn State offensive playbook, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Nittany offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, what's great about this play is in order to set it up, you simply need to make sure your trips are to the wide side of the field, and you don't need to make any adjustments at all. Now, against cover 4 quarters match defense, when you snap the football, your quarterback is going to fake a pitch to the halfback. And as this is happening, our middle and outside trips receiver are going to run a crossing route and an S post route. This is going to draw the attention of the deep quarters defenders, leaving our wheel route by the tight end completely uncovered and wide open for a big play and potential one-play touchdown. And against a cover 2 zone defense, after the fake pitch to the halfback, you're going to see the S post route get wide open, splitting the safeties for a big play and an easy one-play score. This is a play you need to know about because it's the best best zone coverage beater in college football 26. The play is verticals from the formation gun cluster halfback strong. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Georgia offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, in order to properly run this play, you need to make sure your cluster is to the wide side of the field. And to set it up, you're simply going to drag route your tight end and streak your running back. Additionally, I highly recommend changing your offensive line pass protection to base block. And you can do this by hitting LB on Xbox, L1 on PlayStation, and down on the left stick. Against any type of zone coverage, your first read on this play is to the tight end drag. Next, you're going to read the yellow zones over the middle of the field. If they follow the deep crosser, you're going to hit your running back for an easy 10 to 15 yards. And if they bite down to guard the tight end drag route and the running back streak, you're going to have the deep crosser over the middle of the field for a big play. This is a money play you should be running because it's one of the most unstoppable plays in college football 26. The play is rub Z under from the formation Y off trips. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Blue Inferno offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, when you're running this play, you always want to make sure your trips are to the wide side of the field. And to set it up, you simply want to drag route your tight end and streak your middle trips receiver. Against any type of zone defense, you're first going to look to the tight end drag route and then the backside in route by your outside trips receiver. And if your opponent tries to shade down their defense to take that away, you're going to be able to hit this glitchy post route for huge yards over the middle of the field. And the best part is against man defense, your reads remain the same. Your first read is the tight end drag route, then the backside in route by your outside trips receiver, and then again this glitchy post route is going to torch his man defender for big yards towards the sideline. This glitchy play beats absolutely every defense in college football 26. The play is bench pivot from the formation gun bunch. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Georgia offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, to properly run this play, you need to make sure your bunch is to the wide side of the field. And to set it up, you simply need to drag route your tight end. Against any type of zone defense, your first read is this glitchy speed out route. If your opponent runs any type of zone without a hard flat on the outside, you can quick throw this with a pass lead to the outside for an easy 5 to 10 yards. Next, you're going to look to this tight end drag route, who's almost always going to have a window where you can hit him for an easy gain towards the sideline. And if neither of those are open, you're going to have this really annoying zig route over the middle of the field that's almost always going to find a spot in between zone coverage. And if all of those are covered, you're still going to have this really annoying deep dig route over the middle of the field. And the best part is against man coverage, your reads remain the same. You're first going to look to the speed out route, then the drag route from the tight end, the really annoying whip route underneath, and then the backside dig. Here's a play that the pros are using to destroy every zone defense in college football 26. The play is Dagger from the formation bunch strong offset. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Shamrock offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, to properly run this play, you need to make sure your bunch is to the wide side of the field. And to set it up, you're going to put your tight end on a post and streak route your running back. Against any type of zone defense in the game, your first read is going to be the drag route by your outside bunch receiver. Next, you're going to read the yellow zones over the middle of the field. If they back up to play the tight end post, you're going to hit the running back in this nice pocket for an easy 10 to 15 yards. And if they play low to guard the drag and the running back streak, you're going to have the tight end post wide open for a big play towards the sideline. And if your opponent happens to be in man coverage, you can still look to the drag route by your outside bunch receiver and the post route to your tight end, as they should win most of the time for easy yards. This is a play you need to know about because it's the best universal beating quick snap play in college football 26. The play is mesh spot from the formation bunch wide, and it can only be found in the Penn State offensive playbook. And I'm going to show you a setup from our Nittany offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, with your bunch to the wide side of the field, all you need to do to set this play up is streak your middle bunch receiver. Against man defense, you can hit either one of your drag routes, as they're going to torch their defender for easy yards to opposite sides of the field. And against a cover 3 zone, you can look to quick throw the streak route up the seam, check down to your underneath drag routes, or hit the corner route with a pass lead down to the outside for an easy 10 to 15 yards. And against a cover 2 zone, you can still hit your checkdowns underneath if your opponent's not shading down, but this is where we can hit him for a big play, because we can look to the corner route to the sideline, or we can wait for our streak route with a pass lead inside for an easy 1-play touchdown. This is a play you need to know about because it destroys every defense in college football 26. The play is curl flat from the formation trips tight end. It can only be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Lone Star offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, to properly run this play, you're going to want to make sure your trips are to the wide side of the field. And to set it up, you simply need to drag your tight end. Now, these 3 routes make this play almost impossible to defend. Against any type of zone defense, you're first going to look to the tight end drag, and then the Texas route by the running back. If your opponent shades down to take away those two routes, you're then going to have the post route to your inside trips receiver. And what's so great about this play is against man defense, your read structure is going to remain the same. Your tight end should burn any type of man coverage, the running back Texas route should win over the middle of the field, and if your opponent's playing cover 0 or cover 1 man defense, you can look to your deep post route for a big play and potentially a one-play touchdown. This is a play you need to know about because it beats every defense in college football 26. And for this, we're going to take a look at the Duke offensive playbook and the play Orbit Z-Spot from the formation Bunch Strong Wide. It can be found in these different playbooks, but I'm going to show you a setup from our Blue Inferno offensive game plan on wincollegefootball.com. Now, to properly run this play, you need to make sure your bunch is to the wide side of the field. And to set it up, you're going to drag your inside bunch receiver and streak the middle bunch receiver. Against any type of zone defense, your first read is going to be the tight end drag, and then you're going to look for the spot route, which is going to find a nice home in any type of zone coverage. And if your opponent shades down and gets too aggressive with their user, you're going to have this backside post route for huge yards over the middle of the field. And against any type of man defense, you're always going to have this tight end drag route as he's going to destroy any type of man defense. And this post route is one of the best man-beating routes in the game. You're going to have that for a big play and potentially a one-play score. And that's why these are the most overpowered plays in college football 26. And be sure to check out our last video where I show you how to implement some of these plays into a full scheme so you can dominate everyone you play.